Hello everyone, my name is Prime and welcome back to another episode of ETS2 Showcases, and today we are here in the southern part of Italy in Catania going over to Palermo, or however you say that. I've been struggling to say that in this intro sequence, so we're just gonna go with that. And I would like to say we're taking tires, but we're here at IKEA and well, we're actually taking flowers because this is an insulated trailer. I just put the Goodyear skin on this DAF XF, figured because it's kind of teased, although not 100% confirmed, but we pretty much all know that the next generation DAF is coming to ETS2 very soon, and so I figured I'd take a spin in the one that's already in the base game because, well, I haven't done it yet. So why don't we get on the road here? Hopefully everyone is doing well, and I've got a few things to talk about, mainly because where in the world was I Wednesday? Why was there no ETS2 Prime Logistics EU video? Quite simple. I was very busy. I had a very busy week IRL this week, and come on, the gate, open up. Thank you. And so, honestly, was struggling for time. I was lucky enough. Oh, I'm actually going left, not right. I was lucky enough to get the Prime News out, or the multiple Prime News episodes. So thank you for everyone who's been checking out those, and thank you for the wonderful feedback and the I guess I could say reception of my 1.41 talk video. It was technically a Prime News, but to be honest, it was more of a let's talk about how I'm thinking about situations. And thank you for receiving that very well. I was part of me was a little afraid to put that video up, but I also know that the Prime Timer community is very much accepting of everyone, and I thank you for kind of putting it up with me. But yeah, definitely I will be doing can I go here? Oh man, I really have to get used to these roundabouts because I'm always afraid that the AI are going to do something that I really don't want them to. Hello, dude. Hey, cop. What are you doing? What happened to yield to the roundabouts? Now I'm in the wrong lane. Whatever, we're going anyways. We're totally cutting across lane here. I know you're not supposed to do that. Oh boy, what a way to start. Anyways, so I will be doing 1.41 content soon. Again, if you haven't seen that video, you should really check it out. But I basically just go over my reasoning why I'm letting it, I'm just kind of holding off for a little bit, letting the extreme bugs, I guess you could say, and letting it kind of move out of the experimental into more of the open portion. So I'm just gonna get off of that topic because I've ranted about that enough when I did the video. You know, it's quite nice to actually be driving the DAF because I've been, of course, you've most likely heard, it's been kind of brewing up a storm here. The I guess you could say announcement, but really not. It's not 100% confirmed, at least as of making this video. Still not confirmed, but knowing my luck, it probably will be by the time you see this. Although it's only a day difference, but hey ho, I have some bad luck sometimes when it comes to timing on stuff. I need to go to Palermo, so I want to be in this lane. I also need to check my speed, which I am speeding. Of course I am. What would it be? Prime without speeding. So let's slow down here. Ooh, the brakes. I like the sound of that. Anyways, the new generation of DAF trucks are most likely going to be coming in. Although it's not 100% confirmed as of recording this, we can all pretty much guess from the teaser they did, and well, there have been other people who have kind of confirmed it because of certain features, which, well, there you go. SES Software liked the teaser stuff, but it's like the Freightliner Cascadia situation. It was a dead giveaway what in that teaser video, ooh, that was loud, of what it actually was. So, I mean, it's not too much of a guessing game there. So that's exciting to be doing that, and I wanted to do the Goodyear DLC here on ETS2 that I managed to pick up now that everything is working fine on my end. And of course I want to try out the DAF before I get into obviously the new DAF stuff. And so, man alive, you know what? I give credit to all the YouTubers, and for that matter, you guys too. I know some of you have channels and stuff like that. If you try and announce what truck you're doing in ETS2, you guys are absolute legends, because for me, I'm still learning the trucks, right? And a lot of them have, for example, this is the DAF XF. and it's the super cab or super roof whatever thing. I can't remember. There's so many different variations on it, and oh man, trying to do my intro is a whole other thing. It is a whole other thing. Man alive, I try, people. I try my best to try and how many times can I say try in that sentence? My word. I do my best to get it right and, well, try and announce the town names correctly. That's a whole other thing, which, you know what? I don't even know if that's ever gonna come, but I'm hoping it gets better as I go on here. But I have to say, this Italian countryside is quite nice. Ooh, that was kind of a weird. There we go. Waiting for the cinematic cam to catch up with what I want to do. Lovely stuff. So I've had a lot of people asking, what am I doing about a Discord, and especially with the 1.41 update with the multiplayer stuff. Am I going to be doing a community Discord? To answer your question, yes, I am working on it. As of right now, I am in actually the final steps of getting all the roles and different rules in place on it, and so hopefully it will be within, hopefully this week, I can be putting it linked in the description, and then probably next Saturday I'll do the official kind of release of it. But keep an eye out in the description for that, because that is going to be a community-based Discord server, obviously, that will have multiple. You can it'll have, for my patrons, there'll be any level of patron will have Discord bonuses, and of course the higher tiered patrons will have a few other things, but all those details will be coming out later. When it comes to the actual Discord server itself, it's just going to be a really, of course, family friendly area for all people who love simulation, especially with trucking. There'll be dedicated ATS, ETS2, and, well, hopefully other simulation game chats, text channels, I guess you could say, not technically chat rooms. Chat rooms, obviously, there'll be ATS and ETS2 convoy rooms, multiple of each. So then if you have your group of friends, you want to go in, I'm probably going to put a limit on the number of people in the room, so then, and of course I can change that, but as far as I know right now, it's like 8 people max to a convoy anyway, so I'd probably go like a max of 10 in the room, just in case you want, if some people are doing through the Steam share or whatever it is, or if you just have a few people talking and they're not actually trucking, whatever. Video will technically be disabled in these rooms. I just don't want, I think that's a quite understandable thing for a lot of community rooms, having people either share their camera or their screen. It's most of the time a huge bad thing. I've heard some horror stories on that one, and so we're not going to even go there, at least right now. But it's going to be I'm really looking forward to seeing where that goes, because I know the community here on YouTube is one thing, but I know a lot of you really like to share different screenshots on your trucks and all that stuff. That is going to be a huge, well, hopefully huge place to share that. That's something that I want to kind of develop as we go here and grow as the channel grows here. Because I think building this community here on YouTube, let alone having a kind of a dedicated communication place for that, of course there'll be possibly specific Discord announcements and stuff, and all that good stuff. So of course, like I kind of said earlier, certainly look out for next Saturday's video, because as far as I am planning, and unless if something happens, that is when it's going to be officially, I guess, released, and all the details will be laid out there. But besides that, I think I have solved, for the majority, the issues here. And again, I don't want to jinx it, because I know as soon as I do that, we're going to drop frames, actually kind of like now. Oh man, I just totally jinxed myself. I really got to stop doing that. I was going to say I fixed my issues, because the scaling was incredibly high, and there is really no benefit to it. But the other thing is that sometimes it just, with my little 1650, and plus it's doing the encoding for the video via OBS. With OBS running an administrator, there's just not always enough GPU shared to be able to go around, but OBS needs the priority, because if not, it's a stuttering mess. Even more so than when frames drop in game. So every reason why I would love to do a graphics card upgrade, hence the reason why I built my computer, so I could do that. But again, global GPU shortage, well, really chipset shortage, to be honest. Yeah, it's a whole on deal. I guess I should exit here by the looks of it. I am getting used to driving in Euro Truck, or Euro Truck Simulator 2. For those who may not know, I often refer to ETS2 as just Euro Truck. I think a lot of you do. I'm sorry if you really get offended by the fact that there was an original Euro Truck Simulator and this is technically number 2. I'm sorry. Imagine me kind of shaking my hands like, I'm so afraid of that. I'm sorry, people. It is just, that's a whole other rant about, you know what, I try and kind of feed to the masses, but I know I'm going to say stuff or I'm going to do something that someone's not going to appreciate, and that's life. You know what? I understand that, and feel free to let me know. Feel free to let me know. I am certainly open to try and make things better, but I can't do everything. I am one person, only 2 hands, and 1 channel here. Like I can't please everyone. That's a given. And hey, we're in. Was it Palermo? I think it's Palermo. Because we're gonna kind of dive off that one, because that's a whole other rant that I really don't want to get into. Because that's not the whole point. Brakes. Oh boy. Oh boy. For those watching nearing the end of the delivery, I am planning on doing another live stream. Hopefully not an utter failure, kind of like the last one. Although I guess it could have been worse. There could have been many other things that could have happened, but probably the biggest mistake that you can do when you go to stream is not actually start. I have taken time to reflect on it, and I really don't want to talk about it a whole lot, just because I was so mad at myself. After that, I had to just cool down after that because I was just so mad. But besides that, I realized that in my testing, when I was doing private streams just to make sure everything was working fine, when you do it private or automatically public, it will automatically just start when you, for example, when I start the streaming in OBS, it will automatically sync up and start streaming in YouTube. But because I had scheduled it, I actually had to tell it to start because it was just previewing what I was sending to YouTube. So that's why I thought it was running, because I had so many things up on my screen that I just, and to be completely honest with you, was just kind of a little nervous about doing it. Hey, we discovered another Renault dealer. That's handy. That I completely forgot. And yeah, so I was just so incredibly mad with myself. But you know what? We're going to move on. So I am planning on doing one. I have no idea a date. I need to wait until I'm not so busy. But hopefully soon. Hopefully soon I can do one that can be a little bit of a makeup. And we can do ATS and ETS2 or whatever. Hopefully a little bit longer than the last one. We'll see. Because it certainly was fun. Loved hearing, having you guys live whenever I actually did get live. Loved having you guys hanging out and asking me questions and watching me live make mistakes, like look at chat too long to miss my exit and then go off-roading, and yeah, that was a whole on deal. So let's try and get into the spot here. I really didn't line up great, but I know from practice, I am working on it, these Euro trucks really do turn a lot. Like that, I've already kind of overcooked it. I can probably save it, because I do have room on that side. So I'm going to try and save this. Nice and slowly. Nice and slow always wins the race. There we go. Not too shabby. Maybe that's really not awful. It's still within the green. I will take it. Let's get rid of that reverser so it's not so annoying. And I gotta thank you guys so much for watching this episode. Quite a nice, just smooth episode. Pretty surprising actually coming from me. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.